Hello. It has been a little bit since I have been on here to talk to you guys. Say hi, Baxter. Say hi. Um, so I have a few videos that I'm in the process of editing for you, but I'm just going to show you what I have been up to in this video and how I have been improving my professional knowledge and then bringing that back to use in the classroom. So this video is going to be all about a recent conference that I attended, and without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. It is 5:48 in the morning on Tuesday, the 26th of April, and I just arrived about a half an hour ago in Greensboro for a conference. I really am torn because right now my sisters made a surprise visit to my house, and yes, I'm being redundant because I've been driving all night. Aww. But they did not tell me they were coming until the very last minute, and I already had the conference. I just got approved for it last minute, right before spring break started on Good Friday. I was scrambling around trying to get everything ready to go, and then they called and said that they were on their way, and I'm I want to be there visiting with them, and I want to be with my students getting ready for testing, but this is a very important conference for me and my supplemental roles, so I also want to be here learning about what I'm doing. So I'm just torn. I feel like I want to be in the movie Multiplicity, where they clone me so that I can have 3 of me this week, because apparently I need to be in 3 different places right now. So anyway, I am here this late because I was supposed to leave last night. A couple of things happened. First thing was that my entire planning time was taken up by a parent meeting, which it was necessary, and I'm glad that we took the time to do that. But because of that, I did not get my sub plans finished for this, because I just relaxed over my break like I needed to, which I don't feel guilty about, but it's just the reality. I also had to come up with some different plans than I had originally started, because they took Chromebooks so that they could get them ready for testing, and so my original plans were not going to work for a couple of my groups, so I had to go back to the drawing board today, and I didn't have any planning time to go back to the drawing board. So what that meant for me was that after school today, I was running copies and retyping my sub plans and reprinting my sub plans and finishing everything up and straightening my room and making sure everything was easy for the sub to find, and then also trying to help students because their progress reports are going out at the end of the week, and a bunch of them are freaking out about not having all of their stuff done. So they're asking me for things, so I'm trying to help students get all the stuff to them. And yeah, then I went home and I ate dinner. I spent a little time with my sisters, and then I finally packed, and I was I need a nap before I try to get on the road. So I laid down for an hour, and then I got up and I got in the car and drove all night and got here. It took me half an hour to check in. I'm not sure that I'm going to make it to the morning session. I'm probably going to come a little bit later and just go to the workshops, and then I will make it to the entire rest of the time. But yeah, I'm just exhausted and need some sleep. So I'm going to grab my stuff and head on in. But yeah, this has been an interesting day. Not a bad day, just very unexpected. So on so many levels. Here we are. Oh, But the bed looks super comfy. That's all I care about right now. Yes, I'm gonna take the roast turkey ranch and bacon sandwich. I don't want the meal, just the sandwich. And I would like a large strawberry lemonade, please.
Okay, anything else for you?
That's it for today.
Total comes to mind, anything?
All right, thank you.
Yeah, good enough.
Okay, so this is probably like a little bit of a wonky angle, but I'm going to just grab this up in my car right now. So I'm trying to eat really quickly. I just went out and grabbed a quick lunch. I missed the opening keynote, so I'm eating my lunch now. When I get there, I'm gonna have to try to track someone down to register a little bit late this morning, but I'm gonna hit the really important sessions that I wanted to hit on adolescent literacy and helping students that have vocabulary issues. Hold on just a second. Anyway, the really important sessions that I wanted to hit, I'm getting there just in time for those, so that's awesome. But I'm just having one of my old favorites that I used to get all the time when we lived in Ohio from Arby's, because we don't have any Arby's anywhere near us, and this is the turkey bacon ranch market fresh sandwich today. So I'm really looking forward to this conference. It is the North Carolina School Improvement Conference. It's the spring networking conference, and we get to meet people from all different parts of North Carolina that are doing the same roles as we are, or roles to improve literacy and math strategies in K-12. So there's a lot of great speakers because it's a state conference. Some of the best speakers come to these conferences, so really super looking forward to it. I'm gonna take a bite of my sandwich now, because if I don't stop talking, I'm never gonna eat. We've been in North Carolina like 13, almost 14 years now, and this sandwich tastes the same as it did back before we moved. So I love the fact that it has red onion on it. It's just like the perfect balance to the salty bacon and the ham and the cheese. It's delicious, and this bread is really, really good. Such a beautiful day here. Even though I didn't get enough sleep last night, I got some. So I'm feeling recharged, and I should be able to make it through the conference today. And then I'll just try to go to bed a little bit earlier tonight so that I feel good for tomorrow's sessions. I kind of wish that today was math and tomorrow was literacy, because I would like to be there from like, dark 30 in the morning during the literacy day, but that's just the way it fell. And I have learned not to push myself too hard physically, because if I go on a trip like this and I push myself too hard and I don't get enough rest and I don't take care of my physical needs, then it's bad. And like the fallout from that later is not worth it. There was a really good speaker this morning for the keynote, and I am a little bit disappointed about it, but I'm gonna see if maybe she might have recorded her session and put it up there, so I'll have access to everything that is put up in the notes and the slides and all of that later. And I'm going to her session on working with students that have varying vocabulary levels. I can't remember the name of her session. I'll tell you later after I look at it. But it's the same presenter that did the keynote. She's doing one of the breakout sessions, so I'm hoping to hit that one. I'm going to try to go to it early so that we don't run out of seats, because you don't like sign up online. You just like show up, and when they're out of seats, they're out of seats. So I need to finish my sandwich, get out of here, and try to get to the session so I don't lose my spot. So I'll check back in with you. I have 2 back-to-back sessions, and then I'll check back in with you after that during the break. black truck retires. So it's now Wednesday. It is April the 27th, I believe. Yeah, 27th. And it is like a little after 8 in the morning. I am here in time for this morning's keynote. Today is all about math, so we will see what new strategies and ideas we can glean from today's conference. Math has never been like my high level interest. However, I did teach a lot of math when I taught elementary. I was self-contained, not in the sense of being like a resource teacher, but just that I had my students all day. When I taught the primary grades, I was not departmentalized. So I did learn quite a bit over the years of how to help struggling students in math, and I'm interested in hearing like what's changed since then, because it's been quite a number of years since I've been in an elementary classroom as the full-time classroom teacher. So I did some work with the new math standards that rolled out when I was in Currituck. So that was the last touch I had with new more recent math strategies in North Carolina. So we will see what today's keynote has to say. And then I'm having a little bit of trouble picking from my sessions today, so I'm not sure what I'm going to end up going to, but I'm going to walk in there and get some coffee and maybe a little something for breakfast and listen to the keynote. So I'm feeling a lot better today. Last night I had such a good time. I went out with a colleague who is also here, and she is from the Ocracoke side of Hyde County. So we got to really get to know each other. We've worked together in different teams for improving the district performance, and we're always working together in a professional capacity, and we never really get a chance to just talk about what our personal lives are like and find out about each other's history. So we went to an Indian restaurant last night, which was amazing. Literally the best Indian food I have ever had. I'll link it down below in case you happen to be in Greensboro area and you want to try it out. It is literally a little hole in the wall place. To look at it from the outside, you would not know how wonderful it is, but the food was great. The service was amazing. It was just really, really good. So we spent a long time talking last night, and I really enjoyed it. So I was socially refreshed, and then I went to bed at a good time. So now I feel physically refreshed. So now I'm gonna go get my learning on. So I'll catch up with you after that. So it is now 4:30 and I am finished for the day. I am going back to the hotel. I got some really great ideas for math teachers. Some cool ideas that I can apply in science. One thing that I learned today was the idea of having students do a certain action every time you're getting ready to collaborate with them. So if you want students to stop one thing and start collaborating, then one way that you can eliminate the distractions is by having them sit on their desktops or having them move to the floor in groups. This is like a immediate change to what they're doing that shakes up the any students that are trying to be passively working on their Chromebooks, listening to music, doing weird stuff, whatever. In the elementary classroom, it gets them to put down glue and scissors and whatever else they might be working with. So I thought that was a great tactic that I could apply, even though today was about math, that I can use in my science classroom. And the last session that I just went to was talking about number talks and ways that you can put up problems and work on improving students' language in your content area. Math in this case, but I applied it to science, and I will talk to our math teachers about how they can use it in their classes. But the idea was getting them to engage with the content vocabulary through these talks where they're collaborating over a problem of some sort. So this can be done as like a warm-up activity or like an end of class activity, and I can see using it to help students practice and develop their test taking skills in my grade, or just in general think about what they've been learning and connect it to something real life. So super excited to try some of those things when I get back. But for now, I think tonight we have so much food left over from last night at the Indian place that we went to that I'm gonna eat that for dinner, and then I'm just gonna meet my colleague like later on just to hang out for a little while. There's like a little, I don't know, happy hour at the hotel where the conference is happening. So I'm going to meet her back here in a little while. And for now, I'm just going to go back to my room. I was trying to see if I could get my hair done while I was out here because I have the time, like in the evening, but I haven't been able to find anybody that's open. Like, I shouldn't say open, but I mean that it isn't already booked up. I should have thought of it before I left town. So, may or may not be able to get that done tonight because I'm in need of definitely a cut. I also need highlights done, which probably it's definitely too late to worry about that at this point. But anyway, I might just hang out and work on editing some videos tonight and watch some TV in the room and enjoy the solitude. So, it's a good day today. There are some really, really good speakers that are apparently like big names that because I'm not like, you know, primarily math in my background, I didn't know what big names they were, but they were really good presenters. So I enjoyed it, and now I'm going to enjoy this beautiful afternoon. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day out. So I try to see if I can get a little sunshine and enjoy my evening. Hello. It is Thursday afternoon, April the 28th, and I am on the way home after a fabulous Spring Network conference. Learned so much, and I feel refreshed, and it's just a beautiful day to drive. And I'm also very happy because, you know, this is one of the few times that I have some candy. I just don't eat candy very much, but I just felt like having a road snack, so I'm having a few of these, and I'll save the rest for, you know, getting through the end of the school year. So excited. I'm meeting my sisters. I'm actually not going straight home. I'm going to my daughter's house because they're hanging out over there, and I'm going to spend some time with them tonight, and then I'm excited to see my students again tomorrow. So gonna hit the road and see how quickly I can get back.
Point that, not where. What person starts to
Kind of fish.
But how low
The
is it?
Barney
Like down there.
dancing. Oh, look, it's swirling up.
3, 6, 103.
All right, talk to me about what you guys are thinking right now.
I'm thinking, where is the tape?
I don't know.
We're trying to make this stay so it can be like the side.
Okay.
And then we can do another side and then have the bottom piece and put aluminum foil in the bottom.
Okay.
I'm confused.
So once you get the heat to go in, how are you gonna like hold it in there and keep it from bouncing back out?
Black paper and tinfoil.
Okay. Okay. I'll be interested to see how it turns out. I'll come back a little bit later. You found your tape, I see.
Yes, I did. It was rolling around the room.
That's good. That's good. How's it going over here?
Good, I'm on my phone. Oh my God.
So what are you cutting? Stuff to go in the bottom?
So it keeps in the heat.
Okay, cool. So once the heat comes in from the foil, then you got to hold it in there?
Yeah, so we're basically going to probably take these and put it on two sides of it.
Ah,
Then it goes, yeah, right there.
that makes sense.
So then it'll keep it in.
Okay, cool.